Welcome. We are live. I was listening to the classic rock station that I usually listen to, and it reminded me of my favorite song when I met my wife back. We were talking about 20 years ago. My favorite song was the disco hit "Get Down on It." Do y'all remember that one? Oh, that was a good one.
Down on it.
Probably,
Get
and what was
down on
sad was that my wife's favorite song was the sequel "Get Up Off It," and that never went well. Start the show.
Very nice.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Tim Kavanaugh,
plus funny songs from
Carla Albrecht,
and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Man, Do I Have a Cold? Oh, my God. It is. I probably don't sound too good. I hope that's okay with everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Brad Tassell. This is the Virtual Comedy Show. And I'm so excited to introduce my partner, Steve Goodie, who is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in a Days Inn. That's the kind of money he's shelling out to stay in the Days. But he's fantastic. And, of course, the person who is endlessly working, endlessly funny, and endlessly brilliant, Patti Vasquez, already in there, waiting to find out if he's crazy. We also have the great, last week was an amazing show. Who saw that show? Everybody?
Yeah.
Amazing. This week, right up there on the top, we've got legend, comedian, we've got Tim Kavanaugh. Come on, is everybody excited? Hi, Tim. Doing good?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm doing
Yes,
great.
I'm so excited. And of course, not only that, we have another double headliner who is in the top 5 of requested songs on Dr. Demento from 20 years ago. Carla Albrecht. Yay.
Hey,
You know what? I just realized something. That opening joke, I think I might have done that before. Did anybody hear that before?
It's possible.
I was thinking about it because I wanted to bring up music is such a funny thing to me. Songs I love, but I don't agree with. It's that I think about. Like I loved Kiss when I was a kid. Anybody else dress up as Kiss anytime in their past?
Yes.
I was Paul Stanley, of course. I was Paul Stanley in middle school. And wait a minute, I've screwed up. I was Paul Stanley. I got to move to the next page. I messed up. I was Paul Stanley, and they sang, their big hit. I want to rock and roll all night and party all day, right? And I do not want to do any of that. I don't. Even at the age of 20, I was good with rock and roll, maybe 3 hours, and I wanted to party no days. That's how many days I wanted to party. No. And at this age, oh my God, a party is, 2 pumps of vanilla in my chai latte. That's a party at this point. And I can light rock and roll for an hour and sleep to the sound of a rock garden. I think that's how much partying I want to do. Also, another favorite, I think we all grew up, the older ones here. I also loved AC/DC. Remember AC/DC?
Oh, yeah.
You shook me all night long. And like a baby, I don't want to be shaken at all. I don't want to be shaken. Maybe gentle rocking to a few Marvin Gaye hits for 45 minutes is about all I can handle.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do anything all night long. I don't care how good it is, except for sleep. I don't want to do anything all night long. Hey, do you want to do this all night long? Is it sleep? No. The answer is no. I don't it can't be good enough to do it all night long. And then the last one was Twisted Sister. Man, I thought they were so fun. We're not going to take it. Remember that one? We're not going to take it. And you know what's funny? I've always taken it. There's not one time. I sang that song like crazy. And you know what? You took it too. I've always taken it. So, you know what? Punks, take it. That's what I'm saying. But love the songs. Okay. Now, you guys need to take these songs. Songs. Jokes. It's been a long day, let me tell you. A long day of coughing and sneezing and having a head full of snot. All right, here we go. Morgan Whalen, you've already heard, walked off SNL in a grumpy huff.
Let's try it again. Morgan Wallen. Try that one more time.
Is it Wallen?
Yeah, let's get it right.
I don't respect him. Why do I care? That's my knowledge of country music. Morgan Wallen. I thought it was Waylon. Waylon Jennings.
Right.
I thought it was Wallen Jennings. See, I'm screwed up. Morgan Whalen, kidding. Morgan Wallen walked off SNL in a grumpy huff and went to his private jet while posting "Get me to God's country" on his Instagram. God's country being the opposite of New York City, where the N-word can fly like a rebel flag and his girlfriend still takes a smack without calling the police. That's God's country, everybody. That's
Go.
Yep. All right. Too real on that one. Oh, did you see this? The FAA and United went into panic mode at the Reagan International Airport in Washington, D.C. after what officials called a scary incident when a United jumbo jet struck a kite.
Really?
A kite. That's where we are, folks. A half pound of paper and 100 feet of string is all it takes to bring down a jetliner. That's all it takes. One of the few FAA officials. The FFA officials were cleaning up cow poop. One of the few FAA officials left working said, "God help us if they repeal the ban on dark jart." That's how it's gonna go the whole time.
Go back to Morgan Wallen. You were doing really well.
The Morgan Whalen. So the kite almost brought the plane down. And one of the FFA officials said, "God help us if they repeal the ban on jarts."
Hey, folks, whoever's making all the noise,
Crumpling something up there, Bill.
let's not chat. Let's not crumble things, everybody.
He's crumbling up something that was my joke. He's crumbling. It wasn't a joke. I just screwed it up. Who remembers jarts? Remember jarts?
I do.
All those.
No.
Hey, this was fun. The Australian kids group The Wiggles was excited to find out that Robert De Niro watches their TV show every day with his young daughter. Y'all watch The Wiggles? The Taxi Driver star even attended a Wiggles concert. Isn't that amazing? The Wiggles have now floated the idea that De Niro could star in their next movie as Raging Blue. The Wiggles are all colors. Y'all know the Wiggles? Anybody?
No.
Really?
They are.
There were four of them. Yeah. I mean, God, Chuck, my God, were you a Wiggles fan?
I watched them when I was a kid.
I know. I did too. There was four of them, red, yellow, blue, and purple. Now there's 8, by the way. I watched them with my daughter growing up, and she was never into them. I made her watch them. That's how bad. I watched the show long after she wandered away. Isn't that terrible? Okay. Oh my gosh. Talk about sad. One of the limousines in Vladimir Putin's convoy blew up as they were driving through central Moscow. Putin was not in the car at the time. They don't say which car that the president is in, right?
Right.
Authorities are now investigating the cause of the explosion, which one expert was saying it looks like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It just goes wrong. It's good. Hey, Star Wars fans. Chewbacca's bowcaster from the original Star Wars sold at auction for $768,000.
Wow.
That's all.
I know. The crossbow was used in every one of the original trilogy, and the new owner promises every time he picks it up, it'll look pathetic. That was a light joke right there. Jeff Bezos will marry fiancée Lauren Sanchez in Venice, Italy, everybody. Isn't that beautiful? The groom will wear a handmade tuxedo and arrive in a special-made gondola, and the bride will be thrown out of a blue truck onto the porch of a building 3 blocks from the church.
And then have her picture taken.
Because that's how yeah, I was going to add that, but it was too long. And have her picture taken. Oh, that was fun. The FDA has approved the first ever home test for sexually transmitted diseases.
Ooh.
That like chlamydia and gonorrhea, right? The tests will be available at local drugstores with the stipulation that after you finish the antibiotics, the cashier can hit you up for those digits. That's good. Because they know you're easy. A joke's funny until you spell it out, and then people are sad. Hey, don't actually say it, just allude to it. The White House Correspondents' Dinner has fired its comedian. The White House Correspondents' Dinner usually has a comedian. Comedian Amber Ruffin was supposed to headline the event, but the organizers have announced they will in no way want someone funny or a comedian in any way. The hope is Joe Rogan can fill in.
Nah.
I've never found him funny. Anybody?
He's not.
He's not. I don't think so.
He was funny on news radio. That was about it.
Is that what he's funny? All right, one more than the joke of the week. Here we go.
All right.
A babysitter in Kansas was checking under the bed when a child she was watching complained there might be a monster under there. She reassured the child there was no monster, then looked under the bed to find a man hiding under the bed.
Oh dear.
I know. Man tussled with the babysitter and ran out into the streets. He was later captured by police and is being held in jail waiting for the $500,000 bond to be paid by his lawyer, Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
For 10 points, what was his buddy's name?
Sully.
What?
Sully.
Sully. Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
And now the joke of the week.
Oh boy.
I wrote this one. I didn't look up anything. I wrote the whole thing. And be sad that I did. Here it is. Joke of the week. Why was the piano so hard to open?
Why was the piano so hard to open?
It got scared after how hard the organ was pounded.
Oh my.
Yeah. Keeping it classy. That's Brad.
And he did that with a head full of snot, everybody.
That's very nice. Very nice. Brad Tassell, everybody.
Hey,
The keys were locked inside.
the Wiggles.
You're
All
on
right.
fire tonight.
Yes.
I get sick every week.
Yay.
It's a special top 10 this week because as I'm on the road and I only have one computer with me, we're going to do it the slightly low-tech way. So I'm going to bring in my lovely assistant, Chuck. And Brad, once I start pulling this thing, holding up the video, you can sign yourself up, but leave Chuck.
I'll leave you both up.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Or do you not want to be in there? Wait, you just want Chuck?
I do. Me and Chuck. Yes.
Got it.
Here we go. If this stupid thing would stop doing that stupid thing that it does, I would roll this. Greetings from Albuquerque, everybody. Yay! Anybody? I'm your guy. And I'm traveling, and I have to travel light, so I can't bring two computers with me, so I can't have the top 10 graphic right there like I usually do. So to assist in the lowest tech way possible is our friend Chuck, who is providing the visual effects for this. So here we go. Top 10, the top 10 category tonight. I don't know if you wrote this part out, Chuck. Top 10 short words that Chuck likes. Oh, she did. There you go. Promised I'd keep it short, so she wouldn't have to spend hours doing this. Top 10 short words that Chuck likes. And I'd like you all to imagine a drum roll. Don't play one because it will interfere with the audio. But imagine a drum roll. Here we go. Number 10. Puke.
Likes that word.
He likes that word. Number 9.
I love it.
Mango.
Oh, that's a good.
Mango.
Number 8.
Wait, already.
Number 8. Phlegm.
Ooh.
I can supply that tonight.
Number 7. Prestidigitation.
Ooh.
Short words.
Number 6. Comedy musician with an accordion. Yeah.
Synonyms.
Number
Close enough.
5. Moose. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Number 4. Number 4. You ready? Pen. Oh, that's a good one. Number 3. Cheese. Number 2. Mold. Goes with cheese.
Oh, gross.
And the number 1 short word that Chuck likes. Ow.
Yay.
That's it.
Good job, Chuck.
Thank you,
Good
Chuck.
job.
Hey, how does that align with comedy musician playing an accordion is a dog?
How many of those
I'm
words?
in a position to assess that pretty accurately.
How many of those words
More.
did Chuck choose?
All of them. And I didn't know. I was just guessing. It was an amazing psychic.
Yeah, that was quite a psychic.
No idea.
Great job, Chuck. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chuck.
Speaking
All right,
of Chuck,
think
I
it's
found
time
Patty.
for Patty. There she is. You got her?
There she is. Yay.
Hi, Patty.
Looking again like
Hello.
you've been out in the sun working. With
I
your
know. My
sunglasses
face
on.
is always pink by the time I get on. Sorry about that. My face is always pink by the time I get on with you guys.
I
I don't know
know.
what that
It's
is.
like, it's like you've been wearing sunglasses all day outside or something.
Oh,
That
it's
is
weird.
okay.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right.
But you look bright and sunny though. You look like you look.
Let's go. Is this better? Hold on.
No.
What should I do? I should like
no.
this.
Yeah, you're gonna just well, in this climate, the ghost
Hold
story
on.
is what we need. It's like that that movie where everybody dies and doesn't die and then they die. So
Final Destination.
Final Destination. Yeah, it's like
Oh
Final
God,
Destination.
I can't.
Yeah.
Still can't get behind a truck that's hauling logs.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Here we go.
We'll haul some
Can't
logs.
go by a truck.
Is Patty crazy?
Am I crazy? Pretty
Patty's
much.
not sure, Patty's not From lunatics winning their local races to major league wackos with orange faces to obnoxious a-holes taking handicap spaces. If she's losing her mind, that's fair. She's Patti Vasquez.
Am I crazy?
Yeah, you're crazy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going crazy. I don't know where to start, you guys. All I can say is fascism is exhausting. It's taking a lot out of people. I'm trying to let me just get. I don't know why this won't stay here. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, that's kidding. I have my earpiece in. Sorry about that. Maybe if I just made my whole braid like a Bluetooth, that would work better. At any rate, so I don't know if folks got a chance to see Elon Musk jumping up and down like an idiot with a wedge of cheese on his head, like the biggest cheese turd in the world. But this is not going well. I know. Tooth off. If you guys can still hear me, I hope that works. Hold on. This is making me crazy. All right. At any rate, so I have been still spending a lot of time in Wisconsin trying to convince folks that maybe getting out to vote would be a good idea. Am I working? Is this?
Yes.
So I get disconnected? There we go.
Yeah.
We're having technical difficulties. 5 years in, and it's still going so smoothly. Okay,
Yes.
what was I saying? Wisconsin. Okay, so I have been for the last 2 years trying to help out with races there, and folks are like, I don't know, how do they feel about people coming in from out of state to have an impact on their races? Well, I'm not giving out $1 million to people, which I if I could. I still wouldn't, because you shouldn't buy votes. Do we all agree? Like, this isn't how democracy is supposed to work? Can we? Is that not?
No.
Oh, I can't. I turned the Bluetooth off and I can't hear anything. I'm just gonna pretend like people are enjoying me. I don't
We
care.
are.
You know what? Because fascism is exhausting. So I went up to Wisconsin. I went door knocking, and one woman we spoke to, she opened the door, very nice, Latina, and she said, "I'm actually the only legal citizen in this house, but I still don't know how I want to vote because I don't really follow the news." Honestly, folks, I don't know what to say to anybody anymore. A guy called my show today and he said, well, all I know is I voted for Cornell West and we can't go back to what Democrats were doing. I feel like Payne has to go door to door now. If I could just be Payne and go door to door, because we have people who have lost their jobs. There's an estimate that because we stopped funding U.S. aid, over 1.5 million people in the world will die from AIDS because we stopped funding
the prevention and for the spread of a deadly disease. And we know in places like Africa where Elon Musk is from, and maybe he's just mad at Africa. Maybe he's like, screw it, don't send any money there anymore. I have no idea what his problem is. But he thinks that buying the Supreme Court of Wisconsin he's told these people at an event yesterday that in order to move Western civilization in the right direction, he has to buy the Supreme Court because he's the only one. What happened to all of these working class, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, MFers who were mad at people who were getting lunch or having jobs or just enough to pay rent? Well, where are all these people with not giving one crap about a guy who walked around with emeralds in his pocket because his daddy basically had slave labor to make their billions? I'm not crazy. This is some BS. Do you see how I'm not swearing? I can't hear any of you, but I'm sure that I'm not. I have nothing funny to say because I'm tired. I'm really tired, and I stopped drinking 2 weeks ago, so that's not helping. I'm just saying. I didn't realize how much I really enjoyed having a little bit of whiskey at the end of the day, but I realized if I didn't stop drinking, I might not stop drinking because this is insane. So this is me being sober for 2 weeks, no wine, no whiskey, and all kinds of BS. And all I'm saying is if you know somebody in Wisconsin, please tell them to go vote because the world's biggest cheese turd is buying their Supreme Court. Anyway, I'm going to go because I can't hear anything. And I'm just going to assume that was okay.
Wait,
That's great.
You can't hear at all?
It's like a whisper. I don't know why. Let me see if I have my Bluetooth back in.
Okay, well, can you hear me better now?
No, it's me. It's definitely me. Hold on a second.
It's you.
This wasn't.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll work. Here, I have to do this.
I'm licking my microphone.
Here, if I turn my camera off, I can put the phone up next to my ear. There we go. I can hear you now. Yes.
So yeah, it's
We
totally
love you,
against the law to give
Thank you.
people money to vote. It's totally
It is illegal.
No, because he's not paying them to vote. So the Supreme Court didn't want to rule on it. It's not that they allowed it. So the Attorney General tried to press charges, and he brought that tweet down. But then the Circuit Court said that he could do it because it wasn't. He was paying people to be spokesmen for the petitions to stop leftist woke justices. So that was so. It's like it's like branding, marketing. It's not considered buying votes.
That's the same.
It's in that place.
I know.
That's the same.
I know. But here's the people. But you know what? George Soros, paying for my Facebook page. I still haven't gotten a check. Every single person makes that same joke. I know. But still.
Is there really a George Soros in the world? I've never seen or heard this guy before.
I know. Yeah, well, whatever. I think he has put $1 million in that race. Governor Pritzker put in $500,000. And last I heard, Musk was in with over 20 million, maybe up to $25 million now in that race. Yep. Because he wants to break unions there. There's actually a case that's going to come before the Supreme Court dealing with his dealerships, Tesla dealerships. So at any rate. It's all good. It's all fantastic. It's all going it's really swimmingly.
I wonder if Rosie O'Donnell has any room at her house in Ireland.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I miss whiskey.
Well, go have a whiskey, Patty.
No, I'm not. No, seriously. I can't do that. It just because it's just every day. Like every day, I'm like, I gotta have a drink. Yeah. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
He's missing you. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go have a gummy.
There you go.
Gummies are still good.
Yeah,
Have
only
a gummy.
one.
All right. Well, on that note, I found Carla.
There you go. Have a good night. I'll be here.
Bye, Patty.
Hey,
Thank
Carla.
you.
Back in.
Thank you for being positive. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Hey, to
Big
bring
church.
it back to last week, Brad, I know you had to scoot, but so you probably didn't see my message, but you asked if anybody had a punchline for your 23andMe.
Oh, wait. Jeff Shaw wrote one. Go ahead. Do it. Now, I have to do
maybe
Jeff's joke,
maybe
too.
it'll be the same one.
No, go ahead.
All right. So 23andMe has declared bankruptcy. They will now be known as Chapter 11 in Me.
Okay. Now, Jeff wrote one, and he said, do this next week. And I totally forgot.
You're welcome.
When I have to find it. You talk for a second to her.
How about if we do that after we do Carla? How about
That's
that?
a good idea.
You ready,
I'll find
Carla? I'll run this thing, then you do a song, then I got to answer it, then you do another song. You know how it works. Here we go. Eventually.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
That's right. All right, here's one that needs no explanation, I hope. Depending on how many gummies you've had.
I think all of them.
Oh, in that case, this is a PSA. Puff the Magic Dragon is not a song about weed. Probably you'd miss that point if you're high on THC. Okay, there's some papers. All right, there's the word puff. And yeah, there's strings and sealing wax and other suspicious stuff. But Puff the Magic Dragon is not a song about weed. It was written by a total square at Cornell University. Puff the Magic Dragon is not a song about weed. So pull your head out of that bong and take things literally. When Peter, Paul, and Mary sing this, there's not a single dry eye. It's just about childhood innocence. Come on, what are you, high? Right. I said, have you ever really listened to an album by this band? And you said, no, but have you ever really, really, really looked at your hands? Dude, Puff the Magic Dragon is not a song about weed. I don't care what experts tell you in your Facebook feed. Puff the Magic Dragon is not a song about weed. Next you'll tell me Sarah Smiles, a song about dentistry. Forgive me if it's difficult to take you seriously when I know you just had breakfast at the Wake and Bakery. You insist on twisting this classic song of folk rock. When you come down off the ceiling, well then we can talk. Oh, Puff the Magic Dragon is not a song about weed, but clearly you are living in your own reality. Puff the Magic Dragon is not that kind of song, but if that's what you're looking for, there's always Cheech and Chong.
Yes, indeed. Carl Albrecht speaking. Truth to power.
Dave's not here, man.
Truth to weed. Doesn't matter. You know, I just realized this computer completely crashed a week ago and I've rebuilt it and it's working, but I forgot to do a sound check for myself. So can you hear me talking while I strum this guitar? Is it okay? Can you still hear me?
Yeah. There you go.
You guys have heard this song before, but I don't think my mom has. And as my mom knows, almost all of my songs are about weed. So here's a new one. This will be fun. And I think Mom's gonna get this, and so will all of us of a certain age. I can't sleep, my brain repeats incessantly these OCD trivialities, and eventually, if I fall asleep, I can't breathe. Insomnia and sleep apnea. Ba-dum-bum-bum. CPAP never works that good. No good, no good. Everybody can do that, or not. I can't unwind. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Would someone please hit me over the head with a sledgehammer? I can't sleep, I close my eyes, can't find no sheep. So I don't count sheep, I count shepherds. Bo Peep, Jesus, Samuel L. Jackson, astronaut Alan Shepard. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut, so I...
Oops.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hear you, Steve.
We lost him. Hear you, Steve. No sound.
Oh
I got you. Where'd you lose me? Sheep apnea. Lamb chops, they sure do taste good. So good, so good, so good. My stupid brain goes round and round, round and round, round and round. I wish I could win an award for this. I'd like to thank my mother and my pharmacist, who's no help at all. You hate me. You really hate me. I'm trying to think about nothing. Nothing. Alan Shepard. Damn you, Alan Shepard! Nothing. Did I leave the oven on? Why would I leave the oven on? I'm going downstairs to check on the oven. It's off. Of course it's off. I think I'll make a sandwich. You know, I ordered some CBD. There's the connection. But someone at Amazon is dyslexic because I got the Charlie Daniels Band box set instead. Devil went down to the kitchen to make himself a sandwich. I'm drinking lots of decaf tea, listening to the white noise machine, breathing slowly and deeply. I'm almost there. Now I have to pee. I drunk that gallon of Pepsi. Now I've got restless leg syndrome like Elvis Presley. Then all the next day, narcolepsy. Is it weird that I fell asleep at McDonald's in the drive-thru? Please drive around, sir. Do you really think I should drive around while I'm asleep? Apnea. I have to be up in 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. I'm screwed thanks to sleep apnea. 15 minutes would be pretty good. So good, so good, so good. I think I hear banjos. Someone please hit me over the head with a canoe. The wheels in my brain are made of sheep, and I'm really bleak because I can't sleep. You hate me. You really hate me. And that's my weed song.
Thank you.
Now, one more from the one, the only Carl Albrecht.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a lot of songs in one.
It was.
Like a turducken kind of situation.
Love it.
All right. So I don't know if y'all have heard of Suno, but Steve, you've heard of it, right?
Is that the stuff they make meth out of? Well, that's Sudafed. Sorry.
It's an AI thing where you can have you like not be able to sing, not be able to play, and you just feed your lyrics.
Yes.
You feed your lyrics into this thing and tell it, make it a country thing that's kind of sad, or you know, a rap thing or whatever, and it creates the music for you, and it creates all the instruments, and it even gives you a singer and everything. It's called Suno. And I think a lot of musicians are pretty ticked off because it sounds really good. So I wrote this morning without Suno.
Thank you.
Well, you thank me after you hear it. Becoming a singer just takes forever, and learning guitar also takes too long. AI puts the words and the melodies together. I can't play music, but I write the songs. I write the songs and then let Suno sing. I don't play guitar, I don't play anything. I put out songs that make musicians cry. But I write the songs, I write the songs. Now making recordings has become so easy, but all this writing is getting old. Now there's a new program, and I think I'll try. It writes the lyrics, so I'm told. I write the songs and then let Suno sing. Well, technically I don't write anything. Why bother writing when you've got AI? I just write the prompts, I write the prompts. These programs are terrific. I'm suddenly prolific, but I need fresh ideas, and that's hard to do. Missed that note, oh well. Needs to know. But I got 3 million fans on TikTok and Instagram. And I need something new, so when I come up dry, I just ask ChatGPT. I cannot write and no, I cannot sing. Pretty much AI just did everything. I nav it all and then I monetize. I just grab the prompts, I don't write music or lyrics or even come up with ideas, but these are my songs.
Yay!
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. You know, a show where we can have Neil Diamond and Barry Manilow in one show is just special.
That was very beautiful. All right, are you ready?
For what? Oh, 23andMe, yeah.
Yeah, well, and then I wrote one while you were singing that song. Jeff Shaw says, did you hear that 23andMe has gone bankrupt? That's right, 23andMe is broke. Well, that's what they get for teaming up with me. Okay, so that was his.
You have to
You
hear
see
it in
mine
Jeff
in the
Shaw's
chat
voice.
thread?
It would probably be better if Jeff said that joke himself. I wrote 23andMe is bankrupt. Executives are wondering where all the money went. The CFO sent from Tahiti, look in your other jeans.
Did you see mine in the chat?
That's what? No, I didn't. Let's see it. What's in the chat, Steve? Who's the only DNA? Okay, the only DNA 23andMe clients are asking for is do not authorize. Okay, I'm not sure I understand it.
Don't give
They
my
have to
DNA.
to take
DNA.
Yeah,
DNA do not authorize. They have
Do
to
not authorize.
They can take away the authorization to share the DNA.
Hey, if you have to explain it, it always works. Okay, so anyway, I think we're done.
What are you playing?
Carla, where are you going to be?
Oh, let's see. Right. I'm in Thursday. I'm in Glenside, Pennsylvania. Friday, I'm in
You still live
Glassboro,
there.
New Jersey. And Saturday, I'm in Hollywood, California. I'm bending space.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a really special show because I didn't give a shout out to the co-writer for the Puff the Magic Dragon parody, Bill Larkin, who will also be on the show Saturday night. He's incredible. And the Toilee T. Paper will be on the show, and Henry Phillips is going to be a comedy meltdown.
Wow, that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Carla Albrecht.
Right, I almost got rid of
Thanks for
Alice
having
instead of
me.
you, so that's okay. Bye.
Okay,
All right,
bye.
and now let's get excited.
Yeah, you know what we're getting excited about?
Can you find him?
Nope, because I got to juggle first. Hang on.
Steve's juggling. Yeah, he's juggling.
Oh God, you're juggling.
Let's see how many balls he throws today.
All right, let's see how this goes.
I'm not leaving. You can juggle with me here.
I'm 5,000 feet up. I just want to point that out right now.
3, 4, 5.
Good. All right, that's great.
Wow, that was.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Glad we did that, boy. I tell you.
Here we go. Hey, oh my God.
Hi,
it's
Tim.
Kavanaugh.
I apologize for the juggling.
You all right,
Tim, it always looks like you put on
I'm good.
lipstick right before you come on.
I love the juggling. It was excellent.
Yes.
Thank you very
You're
much.
getting you're getting better.
Thanks, bud.
I would like to see
jolly
Brad
yourself up
try
a
to.
little bit.
I'd like to see Brad try to do it too.
I already know how to juggle. I know how to juggle. I've known how to juggle for years.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
by the
Yeah,
time
but
you're
you're
done,
high on
I'll have
whatever-
something to juggle by the time you're done.
Okay.
All right, Tim,
all right.
you know the drill. I'm
Yeah,
going to
play
play a
the
little
thing.
intro for you, and then you're going to give us 10 minutes of awesome, and then we'll tell you how great you are. Sound good?
Okay. I'll try.
Okay, well, all we ask is that you do your best. That's all we ask.
That's all I can ever do.
Time for a big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
Tim Kavanaugh.
Yay! It is. It's Tim Kavanaugh.
Sounds like fun.
I'm excited. I'm the headliner. This is actually the third time that I've headlined this show, but this is the first time that I was scheduled to be the headliner because normally I'm the fill-in, I'm the replacement, but apparently they didn't even have anybody scheduled for today, so here I am again, which is great. And I love the virtual comedy show, and I take it very, very seriously. The whole idea of virtual comedy. In fact, all of the material I'm going to be doing tonight are virtually jokes. Quite. You're not quite there yet, but you're going to see how this goes. I was just in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and I had a weird experience. I was playing a slot machine at one of the casinos. The woman at the slot machine next to me hit this huge jackpot. Then, for some unknown reason, she gave all the money to me and stabbed herself. At least that's what I told the police. I'm just happy to be out of the state. But it was weird. The day that I flew home, I got a call from my next door neighbor, and he said, "Tim, while you were gone, there have been a lot of changes around here. Why don't you come over to my house right away? Because I've got something to show you." And I walked over there, and he said, "Well, there's two changes." First, he opened the garage, and there was a beautiful new Maserati. I mean, probably a $3,000. $300,000, probably a $300,000 car. And I said, "Doug, this is a beautiful car." I said, "But I'm not sure it fits in with your lifestyle. I mean, you're married, you've got 3 kids, and you've got a 2-seater here. How's that going to work out?" He said, "Well, that's the other change. I don't have kids anymore. I traded them for the Maserati. It's all part of that Cars for Kids program."
Oh.
Really? I thought that was going to go better.
That's great.
I guess that's virtual comedy for you.
Yeah.
That works out well. There's all kinds of surprises here. I brought my guitar, and we've had a lot of great music here tonight already. And so I kind of want to ruin that with a brand new song, because this is the thing that I do on this show is I always bring guitar and I try something new, and it's never rehearsed, and it's sometimes not that good. But anyway, here's a song that I wrote about my urologist. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Wiz. The wizard is a wizard himself. He whizzes wherever he is. He leaves a trail of whiz behind. Follow the yellow brick road to find where the wizard's office presently is. He's the best urologist in the biz. For shizzle, I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Wiz. He got the nickname Wizard back in medical school. He would whiz through every quiz. The wizard was nobody's fool. So when my stream of whiz begins, drizzling out, then fizzling out, the wizard knows what it's all about. He'll grease my innards and grout my spout. He's got a Home Depot account. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Wiz. One more verse, everybody.
One more.
I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Wiz. Just beware when he drinks, he's not who he usually is. He'll whip out his Lizard of Wiz, he'll double check to make sure it's his. 'Cause it's really awkward when he's wrong. I shouldn't have mentioned it in the song. There's judges and juries in jail, oh my. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Wiz.
Yeah.
You guys are so patient. That is so good. I'm gonna review this the show afterwards and decide to do another job. Okay, so hey everybody, this is something that I always do as a headliner because it's usually last minute, and these are things that I've already written. It's time for Tim Cavanaugh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. I'm comedian Tim Cavanaugh. what this is every month I celebrate different celebrities who are celebrating a birthday. And April has a lot coming up. I know it's still technically March, but this is going to be April. So starting off, the actor who brought Zorba the Greek to life, or Anthony Quinn, was born this week back in 1915. He had 12 kids by 4 different women, and amazingly played only 1 season in the NBA. Put Sean Kemp to shame. Former Spice Girl Victoria Beckham turns 47 this week. She has 4 kids with soccer superstar David Beckham, who successfully impregnated her without using his hands. That's one of the rules. All right. Page 2. Hey, the late Cincinnati Reds great Pete Rose would have been 84 this month. Despite having the most hits in baseball history, he was banned from the game for betting on the Reds while he was their manager, which shows the hypocrisy of the MLB, because everybody knows Mookie bets, and he's still playing. Mookie Betts is the name of a player. He's very.
I never knew his last name. I don't know. Baseball.
Very good. Hey, turning 40. I don't stop. Turning 45 this month is the star of all 3 Magic Mike movies, Channing Tatum. Ooh. Before the first film came out, I was excited to see it because I'm a huge fan of magic. As it turned out, the magic in the movie was almost non-existent. I mean, Magic Mike never even pulled a rabbit out of his hat, although he did pull a hair out of his G-string at one point. As the storyline played out, I began to think they should have called the movie Magic Johnson. That's really where the focus was.
Very good.
23andMe went bankrupt because they got involved with me. Okay, Jeff Shaw, there you go.
There you go, Jeff.
Born this month in 1958 was inventor Lawrence Dunn. His first big invention came in 1984, coloring books on tape, which for some reason never caught on. Next, he built the first ever air-conditioned hot air balloon, an idea that never got off the ground. He thought he had a winner when he came up with Patriots, 12 adorable stuffed animals that were modeled after the pets of famous American patriots. Our favorite, Nathan Hale's cat. You'd pull his tail and he'd say, "I only regret I have but 9 lives to give for my country." In spite of the low sale for Patriots, Lawrence didn't give up. No, he was a very dedicated man to his inventions. In 2010, that's how I should say it. In 2010, he came up with a video game for girls called Guitar Heroine that would have been a big seller, except it was mostly stolen from store shelves by strung out musicians who were bad spellers. Thank you, Jeff Morris, for getting that laugh in before everybody else. Now, Lawrence's son, Benjamin, has followed in his father's footsteps, but has somehow managed to be even less successful. Ben has applied for over 70 patents and has been rejected every time. To be honest, his name doesn't help. Ben Dunn is a bad name for an inventor. His father is Lawrence Dunn. And okay, that's a sign that I have a lot of faith in the rest of this. Okay, now, a real magician, Harry Houdini, was born this month back in 1874. He died at age 52 on Halloween night. While his family grieved, they did take some consolation from the fact that he finished first in the hospital's Halloween costume contest, rather, thanks to his spot-on dead magician costume. Houdini's victory snapped the 3-year winning streak of Sister Margaret Mary, the comatose nun. I would say too soon, but that wouldn't make any sense either. Turning 84 this month is actor Al Pacino. I love just about every one of Al Pacino's movies, except for that one. Oh Lord, I can never think of the name. It's something like Smelly Lady or Feminine Odor.
Smelly Cat.
Stanky Stink. Pardon?
Scent of a Woman.
Scent of a Woman. That's the one. Okay, I got it. Stinky Stank was what I thought it was for a while. Okay. The pause is not going to help this. Celebrating birthday number 82 is the artist who did the song Dreamweaver, a singer by the name of Gary Wright.
Yep.
His name might be more familiar to people as the answer to the question, where in Indiana is Michael Jackson from? Right? Oh, come on. If you're going to laugh at that one. Speaking of Michael Jackson, his daughter Paris is turning 27. She's had a very successful modeling career because, like her father, she comes with a variety of cute, interchangeable noses. If she asks her photographer, needs something a little more nostrily, I got one. Or how about a nose that turns up so much I look like a pig? Sweet. Here's one with a slightly different color than the rest of my face. That two-tone look is coming back. Then she says, as you can see, noses run in my family. She thinks it's funny, but it's not. So whoever's laughing that much really needs therapy. Okay, how about some celebrity birthday trivia? Here's a hard one. What actor's name literally means to steal a black bird? The answer, Russell Crowe, who turned 61 this month.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I've got a poached egg thing coming up soon. For anything to save this. Hey, celebrating birthday number 34 is actress and singer Jamie Lynn Spears. She's officially been named America's third favorite Spears, finishing behind her sister Brittany and Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Brittany and broccoli. Everybody them together. Turning 45 is actress and singer Bijou Phillips. She's musician John Phillips' daughter. You know, the one he didn't sleep with. Allegedly. Okay, golfer John Daly turns 59 this month. He just wrote a new golf book called The Best Thing in My Bag is My Canadian Club.
Yep.
According to influencer Paige Spiranek, it's a me-turner. It's a page turner, and that's her name, Paige.
Oh, a me-turner. Got it.
Mm-hmm. It's like the 23andMe joke.
Yes.
A little bit. Before I go, let me give you a little preview of next month's cavalcade. Turning 73 in May is Bob Seger. I love his song Catmandu, a song all about the excrement left behind by the comic book character Catman. Okay, well, that was something. Okay, I'm going to wrap things up. How much time have I done? Am I?
Who knows?
Okay, all right. This is okay. It's time for another new song.
Yes.
And this one is actually a song that I wrote for the play Hamilton. It's a new song. It's taken me 8 years to finish it, and which is one of the reasons it's not in the show, and there could be other reasons. But it's about a guy a Revolutionary War figure who's not mentioned at all in the show. And I thought he's a significant figure in the war. And I thought I'd share it with you. And because Hamilton was rap and music put together, half of the song is rap and the other half is going to be music. So if you thought things couldn't go wrong, there's two ways this could go wrong. All right. So the first part's a rap part, and if you can clap along a little bit.
Don't.
Listen up, men. This is General George from the Dollar Bill and Valley Forge. Got bad news. Here's the latest. One of our generals has betrayed us. He is a traitor, an infiltrator, a weasel, a British collaborator. He's nasty, an absolute hater, and a chronic masturbator. His legacy is one of shame. Benedict Arnold is his name. When it comes to Georges, he made the switch from me, George Washington, to George VI. He chose to side with the fancy palaces and army men with tiny phalluses. He's bad like Darth Vader. He's Tom Brady with a ball deflator. He's even cringier than James Spader. These are all references you'll get later. They didn't have it. This reason is I have to get this. This treason is a terrible blow committed by a general who I know. Never liked him. He's a schmo with a name that's apropos. That's a good rhyme. All right, and now we get to the singing part, and this is a whole different set of pages. So here we go. See, if it was actually part of the play, they would have dancers and stuff like that would come out while I got the new words out. But okay. All right, so here's the second part of the song, all about Benedict Arnold. Here we go. He's Benedict to me, he's Benedict to you, he's Benedict to the whole world. There's no one he's not Benedict to. He's Benedict to Paul Revere and Betsy Ross. He's Benedict to me, and I used to be his boss. He's Benedict to Patriots and now a Royals fan. He's even Benedict to the men in his command. He's Benedict to captains and colonels for a start. He's Benedict to privates and other body parts. He's Benedict to Nathan Hale, Benedict to Madison. He's Benedict to the maids at the Bunker Hill Radisson. He's Benedict to all the Jeffersons, which isn't easy. There's Thomas, Martha, Sally, Hemmings, even George and Wheezy. He's jealous of Ben Franklin. Yeah, Franklin makes him sick. 'Cause it's all about the Benjamins and not the Benedicts. He's Benedict. He's Benedict to Hamilton and his wife Eliza. He's Benedict to Samuel Adams 'cause he drinks Budweiser. Woo!
There
you go.
Is it any wonder you're my hero? Is
Yay!
it wonder?
Yes, I have a lot of wonder.
Amazing.
That I would be anybody's hero. But this is so encouraging, you guys. You let me come on here and try stuff. And look at Brad and his juggling.
Look at Brad juggling.
This show is nonstop entertainment.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, thank you guys. You have been a very, very sweet audience. Very nice.
You're the
And by the way, I'm going to be
inspiration
doing a show on Saturday night up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin at Brick House Grub and Pub. Actually, it's Brick House Pub and Grub, but it doesn't matter what order it's in. But the show is going to be funny. It's going to be me. I'm going to be doing probably an hour. I'm working with a very funny guy by the name of TBA.
I love
I've been looking at his listings, and he is playing everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
So he's got to be funny, because otherwise he wouldn't get so much work. So come see me there, and check me out online, timcab at timcab.com. And it's great to see you guys, and thank you so much for having me on. You guys are awesome.
Tim, may I add this, please? I want to add that you are an inspiration to me with your jokes, your style. I have come up with this, my 23andMe going bankrupt jokes.
Good.
Great.
Wait a minute. I thought it was 23 and Flea, so I'm not surprised all the investors ran. Or
that's good.
No, it's not. Or was it 23 and Brie? So I'm not surprised all the investors ran.
Because Brie is a cheese, which just binds you, I think.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
yay!
Tim Cavanaugh,
I'm glad that I've rubbed off on you.
Amazing job, Tim. And you've never been a dick to us. So that's
never once.
I've never been what?
You've never been a dick to us. Never been.
No, I'm not Benedict too. No, that song took a lot of imagination for me because I can't imagine somebody being a dick to other people. That's not right. But that's why he's the most hated man in American history.
So far.
No. I can think of one, hopefully, that's worse at this point. Okay. Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Thanks, Tim Cavanaugh.
Thank you.
Yay. All right. Steve Goodie, what are you going to do?
It's going to do this, and I'm going to do this.
Another dumb song from Steve for no reason.
I've been cranking them out lately. I got a new album coming out that's actually finished and waiting for the CDs to come back. So here's what I can't remember if I've done this on this show. I've parodied this stupid song 4 times. And here we go. Well, we're cleared to land, runways in sight. Oh, hello, Army helicopter on our right. I'm sure it's fine, nothing to see here. Or else we're coming in from Minneapolis, Toronto bound. The freaking plane is upside down. Still they tell us there is not one thing to fear. Hey, have a billion miles for free. How about a Diet Coke complimentary? No, your luggage still costs $100. There's nothing we can do about that. Don't be ridiculous. So now we're screaming, land the damn plane. Who fired the freaking FAA? Oh, right. I guess I'll drive to Australia right now or take a bus.
Hey!
Okay, time to beg for money. Let's get to the begging for money because that's why we're really here. Can I make this happen in a timely fashion on this computer?
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
That's me. Hi, everybody. This is the Virtual Comedy Show, and you go to virtualcomedyshow.com and don't Benedict to us. What?
It's catching on.
That's how you give us money. You don't Benedict us. Give us money. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com. Click donate to the comedians, and we can get Patti some more gummies. That'll be we'll calm her down out there because it's rough out there, kids. It's rough. Fascism is hard to handle, and the only way to deal with it is Elon Musk. Give us $1 million, and we'll vote for your dumb Supreme Court, right? So go to virtualcomedyshow.com. Click donate to the comedians, and also while you're there, write a 23andMe joke, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. All right, good enough. Everybody's going to do it anyway, and if they're not. So go ahead.
Worst joke of the week.
Yep.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Ooh, that was the worst joke ever.
So 23andMe went out of business. Okay. Here we go. A couple in Mexico is in a maximum security prison after they were trying to cancel their timeshare weeks with a Mexican resort. The couple said, I knew getting that free steak dinner wasn't going to be worth it.
Good night.
Hey, that was the Virtual Comedy Show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know, like into the toilet America goes. That's what you get when you watch this show.
Comedy show.